Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's Monday Night Raw, and it looks as though, yes, we're kicking things off with the Beast incarnate. There he is, Brock Lesnar, being accompanied to the ring with his advocate, Paul Heyman. Not sure what it is, but whenever Brock Lesnar enters the arena, everyone is just on edge. The tension is unbearable, and Lesnar looks kind of happy to be here. He looks ready for action, but I'm sure we're going to find, look at the smirk on Paul Heyman's face. What have they got up their sleeves? What are they planning? What is Paul Heyman going to announce here? Why is Brock Lesnar here on Raw? Why this week? Why not last week? Well, either way, I'm sure we're about to find out. Oh, here we go again. And just look at Brock Lesnar. What an animal, what a machine, what a beast. So that's what this is all about, the vacant WWE Championship. Well, business just picked up, ladies and gentlemen, as Finn Balor, Brock Lesnar certainly doesn't look too happy. Finn Balor interrupting Paul Heyman here. I can guarantee he is not going to be happy about this one bit. Finn Balor's lucky that Brock Lesnar isn't storming up that ramp now to kick his ass. I mean, the last person you want to be interrupting, apart from Mr. McMahon, of course, is Paul Heyman, because he's got Brock Lesnar defending his corner. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. I'll tell you what, Finn, it better be a good excuse. But how awesome is it to see Finn Balor here on Monday Night Raw? It may be short-lived if Brock Lesnar has anything to do with it, but it's still awesome, to say the least. Well, Finn Balor does kind of have a point, as we just mentioned moments ago, but Brock Lesnar does not look happy, and oh, come on. Seth Rollins making his way out to the ring now. Looks as though he wants to get something off his chest as well. At the end of last week's main event between Finn Balor and Chris Jericho, Seth Rollins attacked both of them. John Cena came to the rescue, and they both stared down one another. Now I wonder what Seth Rollins has got to say. Ooh, cheap shot delivered straight to Chris Jericho there. There's that self-confidence of Seth Rollins. Finn Balor doesn't seem to agree. Oh, and John Cena, ladies and gentlemen, I was wondering when he was going to show up. It's just a matter of time, really, wasn't it? Now, if anyone deserves a WWE title shot, it's this guy. Someone that's on the go 24/7. He never gives up. John Cena, ladies and gentlemen. And the history between him and Brock Lesnar. Look at the stare from Lesnar. Of course, that's right. 15 times he's been a world champion, Cena. Can he do it, Cena? Can he level the Nature Boy Ric Flair by making him a 16-time world champion? Cena on his way to the ring here. It's all four men staring him down. Certainly be some achievement, that. And here comes the chairman of the board, Mr. McMahon. He seems in high spirits once again after announcing the new era here in the WWE last week here on Monday Night Raw. Well, he looks as though he's a man on a mission, ready to announce something else. Brock Lesnar Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and also John Cena all in the ring together at once. Oh, I don't like where this is going. Tonight's main event, Cena and Finn Balor in a tag team match against Rollins and Jericho. Oh my word, what an announcement. The winning team to go to Night of Champions. And Brock Lesnar is going to be in action next week. Don't miss it. The first match for Night of Champions has been announced after last week's Raw and Smackdown. We had those two triple threat matches taking place. The Miz overcame both Sheamus and Neville last week on Raw. On Smackdown, you had Sami Zayn defeating Baron Corbin and Hideo Itami. Both The Miz and Zayn will fight out at Night of Champions for that vacant Intercontinental Championship. But tonight, The Miz has to stay focused as he is set to go head-to-head against the guy he pinned last week in that triple threat match, Neville. Miz certainly has to be considered the favourite going into that match at Night of Champions, as he's lifted that Intercontinental Championship numerous times, whereas Sami Zayn, well, he's only ever won one WWE Championship, and that was in NXT. This is the big leagues now, and it's going to be interesting to see how Zayn gets on against The Miz, who's been there, he's done it, and is focused to do it again. It should prove to be a bit of an interesting match, this one, as Neville will of course be frustrated that he lost to The Miz last week. And hold on, some tough words from The Miz. He plans on giving us all a demonstration of what will happen at Night of Champions in this match against Neville, the guy that Gravity forgot. We never did get to see that red arrow last week. I think if it was involved, maybe it would have been a different story. Maybe it'd be Neville in The Miz's boots. And it would have been some match as well at Night of Champions between Neville and Sami Zayn, two guys that have history in the first ever ladder match over on NXT for the NXT Championship. It was an incredible match, and I'm sure Night of Champions would have topped it, but it is of course The Miz that will be facing Sami Zayn. I hope Zayn is watching closely. As The Miz has said, this is going to be a demonstration of what will happen at Night of Champions. And this, of course, is the perfect opportunity for The Miz to pick up even more momentum heading into that match at Night of Champions. Look at The Miz, he looks ready. And so does Neville. We are set for a brilliant start to this week's Monday Night Raw. Look at The Miz heading to the outside. He did this at the start of last week's match in the triple threat match, as he watched on as Neville and Sheamus went to work. And now look at him, he's just circling the ring, and now he's back in the ring, and so is Neville. Smart, absolutely smart from The Miz, and this is what we'll see him through the match against Sami Zayn at Night of Champions. A couple of kicks to the midsection there as he's got Neville all tied up. And look at these strikes from The Miz as he drapes Neville on that middle rope. And now Miz, what has he got in mind here? Oh, using all of his weight, using that middle rope to guillotine the throat of Neville, who is back outside. Miz back in again. This does not look good for Neville. He is falling for everything that The Miz is doing here. Twisted neckbreaker into the cover here from The Miz and just gets a 1 count on Neville. Hasn't been a very good start for Neville. Miz sending him into the ropes. No! Thunderous knee to the gut of Neville. Almost brought up his lunch there. Now The Miz again. Oh, Neville starting to fight back. That's what we need to see from the man that gravity forgot. And Miz has been planted with that brainbuster from Neville. That could be it right there. But Neville looking to inflict some more damage as he's just wrenching back. No, Miz says no. With a few knees to the head of Neville, getting out that move. If he'd stayed in that any longer, this match may already be over. As Neville was just wrenching back on that neck. Could have broken his spine if he wasn't careful. Now Neville working on the arm of The Miz. Neville looking to turn over The Miz here now. But again, The Miz counters. That's the thing with The Miz. He always manages to work his way out of absolutely everything that you throw at him. And Miz with his own kick to the arm as he looks to go to the top. Neville not in a good position at the moment as The Miz delivers the elbow right to the heart. Right to the heart of Adrian Neville. Neville back to his feet. European uppercut. So breaks out that hold. And now Neville, I thought he was going for a German suplex then, but The Miz counters. And what a strike. Putting Neville back onto the canvas again. Over and over from The Miz. He can be so ruthless when he wants to be. And now Neville sent to the mats here. The Miz taking the fight to the outside. Bringing Neville to his feet. Oh no. He's getting the announce table involved here. Neville having his skull bounced off the announce table. And straight into that neck breaker. Oh man. The splat of Neville going neck first onto the mats here. He's just one sick individual, Miz. I think he gets off on seeing other people suffer. And look at The Miz looking to get involved again with Neville, but the referee stopping him from going back to the outside, and that allows Neville some breathing space. He's back to his feet and he's back at The Miz again. Look at those sharp elbows to the jawline at the corner there as Neville looks to build up a bit of momentum of his own here. Will we be seeing that red arrow anytime soon? Maybe not, as The Miz counts again and sends Neville into the corner. The Miz now. Oh, what a clothesline in that corner. Getting extra leverage as well as he goes through that middle rope. And now The Miz just booting away. Neville went for the high knee again. The Miz got it this time. Neville just hasn't been able to get going in this match. And now The Miz stalking Neville. Oh, what a strike again. And The Miz has the arms hooked. Skull Crushing finale. This match is over. It has to be. Neville so close to the bottom rope, but I don't think he realises he's completely out of it. And there is a 3 count. The Miz has got the win here. And that was it. Neville just didn't get going in this match against The Miz. It's quite sad to see. But again, The Miz was right in what he said. It was going to be a demonstration, and he certainly looks in impressive form at the moment, heading towards Night of Champions for that vacant Intercontinental Championship. And somehow, someway, The Miz always backs up what he says. The Miz, your winner to kick off tonight's Monday Night Raw against Neville, is looking good at the moment. It may be the first of many matches on the Night of Champions card, but it's certainly one match I'm really looking forward to. The Miz versus Sami Zayn for the vacant Intercontinental Championship. Does it get any bigger than this? And it's only a couple of weeks away. You certainly don't want to miss this. Who will be the first Intercontinental Champion of the new era here in the WWE? Welcome back to Monday Night Raw, everyone, and it has come to my understanding from Chairman Mr. McMahon that the winner of this over-the-top Women's Battle Royal goes on to Night of Champions to face none other than Bayley. That's right, Bayley, who defeated Paige last week on her debut here on Raw, is going to Night of Champions. What amazing news that is for her, and to potentially become the first women's champion in this new era in the WWE. But she's got some tough competition. I mean, Alexa Bliss, who we've just seen make her way to the ring. Now Natalya is certainly in for an exciting battle royal. Look at Natalya, how she just waves to Alexa Bliss, who's already in the ring. Natalya, already a former women's champion, or Divas champion at the time. Will she be able to go all the way to Night of Champions and face Bayley? But then again, you've got Paige. Paige entering this battle royal. She doesn't look too pleased about having to go through this. I mean, it could be Paige that's in Bayley's situation if she got the 3 count against her last week, but obviously that didn't happen. Paige now in this battle royal against 5 other women's superstars. Her odds of actually going to Night of Champions are increasingly slashed now, having to face 5 other women superstars. But at the end of the day, someone's got to win this battle royal, and Paige can certainly go on to do it. She's done it before, why not again tonight? And here comes the last kicker from Dublin, Ireland. It's none other than Becky Lynch. Does it get any better than this? Does this match get any bigger with the inclusion of Becky Lynch? I don't think so. Just look at the talent that's already in that ring. Paige, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and now Becky Lynch. And we've still got 2 other women's superstars remaining to enter this women's over-the-top battle royal. Oh, who's up next? Who's up next? It is Charlotte. Charlotte making her way into this 6 women's over-the-top battle royal. The daughter of 16-time world champion, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Now, speaking of Ric Flair, he's about to be leveled by how many championships have been won here in the WWE by John Cena if he can win tonight's main event as he teams up with Finn Balor to take on Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho. But then Cena has to go to Night of Champions and defeat Finn Balor if they can win tonight. And let's not forget about the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. If he can win next week, he's in that match also in a triple threat. And last but certainly not least, it is the boss, Sasha Banks. And how can we forget the battles that Sasha Banks and Bayley have had in the past over on NXT? That Iron Woman match. Then there was the match at TakeOver Brooklyn. To see Sasha Banks and Bayley go at it once again at Night of Champions would just be the icing on the cake. Sasha Banks certainly looks ready for this, ready to take on the challenge of 5 other women's superstars as they all watch on at ringside here, just in front of the announce table. Who is going to Night of Champions then? Is it Sasha Banks? Is it Paige, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, or Becky Lynch? We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the crowd certainly look ready. I'm ready. Hope you guys are too. There's Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, and this match is underway. And these superstars are not messing around. Straight into the action here. Look at Charlotte with Natalya over her knee there, almost breaking her spine. That'd be one way to win this match. And just toss her over the top rope. Alexa Bliss against the ropes. Not in a good position there. It's going to be so difficult to keep up with all the action here. And now Natalya with a suplex to Charlotte into the centre of the ring. And Alexa Bliss saving herself there. Oh, what a back rake to Sasha Banks. And now Becky Lynch looking for a scoop slam. Maybe no. As Paige counters into a reverse DDT on the last kicker. Who is going to Night of Champions to face Bayley for that Women's Championship? Paige now with a fall-away slam to Becky Lynch. 3 superstars on the canvas, 3 standing up. There goes Sasha Banks. Natalya continuing to punish. Hold on a second. Becky Lynch just about hanging on there. And she's back in this match. But Paige sending it back to the outside onto the apron. There goes Becky Lynch. Could she be the first superstar eliminated from this over-the-top Women's Battle Royal? Maybe not, with that Charlotte to Paige. And Charlotte finding it difficult to find her feet in this match now, as Natalya's just been constantly onto her. But there's that swinging net breaker to Natalya. Puts Charlotte right back in the mix. Sasha Banks is looking a bit tedious there out on the ring apron, just like Paige. And look at this, Paige and Natalya on the ring apron. Paige could be gone. Natalya very close. She's hanging on for dear life on that bottom rope. Look at Sasha Banks with a hurricanrana on Alexa Bliss. That's what makes Sasha Banks so intriguing to watch in the ring. Her move variety is just... Oh, look at Becky Lynch. German suplex to Paige. Sasha Banks. Nice strike to the head of Alexa Bliss. And look at Charlotte now. She's out on the ring apron. Natalya looking to force her off. She's just about hanging on. Is she going to be able to push her off? And there goes Alexa Bliss. No, she's hanging on as well. Who's going to be eliminated first from this match? It's Charlotte. Charlotte is gone. Oh, wow. Natalya eliminating Charlotte with that blow to the side of her head. I'd never have thought. I was expecting Charlotte to at least go the distance in this one, but she's the first one gone. And what a neck breaker there from Becky Lynch to Sasha Banks. These two have had some incredible battles as well over on NXT. Sasha Banks on the ring apron. Could she be next? Look at Natalya. I think was looking for a back body drop there, but Alexa Bliss breaking out of it, countering it into a sit-down bulldog. Paige trying to crawl back to her feet. And there goes Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks, the boss is gone. The boss is gone from this 6 women's over-the-top battle royal. Paige could be next as we are down to 4. How about Natalya? Natalya, who eliminates Charlotte, is still in this match as she just crawls onto the bottom of the rope. And Paige is teetering and she's gone. She couldn't hold on for much longer as Becky Lynch had all the leverage in the world. Paige will not be happy with that, as she wasn't happy last week after losing to Bayley on her debut. And look at Paige just storming off. She's not in a good mood. And oh, Alexa Bliss. That moonsault knee to the gut of Natalya as Becky Lynch watches on. Watches Alexa Bliss flick the damage, but Natalya back to her feet. It's either going to be Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, or Natalya to go to Night of Champions. Alexa Bliss not looking too good at the moment after receiving that sit-down scoop slam from Natalya. And look at Alexa Bliss. She doesn't know who to focus on first. Should probably go after Natalya, but Natalya... Becky Lynch had a back turn, but Becky Lynch just breaks out of that back body drop. She tried that on Alexa Bliss earlier, but didn't connect, and she didn't connect this time as Becky Lynch sends her over to the top rope. She's on that ring apron. Is Alexa Bliss going to help out? Maybe not. As drives the shoulder into the midsection of Becky Lynch, who's recovered quickly, but hold on a second. Natalya sent to the ring apron. She's holding on. Becky Lynch just eliminated Paige like this. And now... Natalya, can she hold on for just a couple of more seconds? Alexa Bliss watching on. And Becky Lynch failed in doing so as Natalya is still in this match. And how about this? Natalya back to her feet. Becky Lynch wasn't even looking at Natalya. But Alexa Bliss coming to the rescue of Becky Lynch now. These two need to team up. They need to try and get rid of Natalya if they want any chance of going to Night of Champions. And Natalya not in a good position once again. Becky Lynch looking to force her out the ring, just like she did to Paige. And there she goes. There goes Natalya. We are down to 2. Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. Bex Exploder there to Alexa Bliss. And now Becky Lynch, what is she looking here for? She needs to be throwing Alexa Bliss over the top rope, but she's not, as she's gone for that disarmer. She's going for the disarmer, almost looking to break Alexa Bliss's arm. And Alexa Bliss somehow gets out of it, holding onto that arm. And Becky Lynch now, strike after strike here to Alexa Bliss. And Alexa Bliss has been eliminated. It is all over here, and it is Becky Lynch that is victorious. First it was the Beck Exploder, and then the disarm her to Alexa Bliss. Then she was sent over the top rope with that clothesline. Incredible stuff from Becky Lynch, and there is your confirmation. It is Becky Lynch that goes on to Night of Champions to face Bayley for the vacant Women's Championship. What a match that is going to be. What the hell is wrong with Kevin Owens? Well, how about that? Kevin Owens on SmackDown this week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event here on Monday Night Raw. John Cena set to team up with the Demon King, Finn Balor, to take on the team of Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho. It's already been a night of discovering who is heading to Night of Champions. We know that The Miz is taking on Sami Zayn for the vacant Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch will face Bayley at Night of Champions. And now, with this tag team match, the winning team will face one another come Night of Champions. The question is, will Cena and Balor, will Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho be able to coexist as tag team partners? They're going to have to if they want any chance of making it to Night of Champions to compete for that vacant WWE Championship. And Brock Lesnar could be added to the mix as well if he wins his match next week here on Monday Night Raw. If he does, then we could be looking at a John Cena versus Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar triple threat at Night of Champions. Or maybe a Seth Rollins versus Chris Jericho versus Brock Lesnar triple threat at Night of Champions. Either way, it's going to be an amazing main event. And here we go. Balor has been nothing but impressive since arriving here in the WWE. He defeated the best in the world, Chris Jericho. Such an impressive win. And things can only get better for the Demon King, Finn Balor, especially if he can win this match alongside John Cena tonight to go on to Night of Champions to main event and compete for that vacant WWE Championship. Notice there is no demon face paint. Finn Balor obviously doesn't feel the need for it yet to enter that mindset, that special place inside his mind. Maybe he doesn't feel the need for it just yet. Maybe if he makes it to that main event at a Night of Champions, the Demon King will unleash hell on the likes of John Cena. But tonight, I suppose, as they say, keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. He will have to channel that aggression which is pent up inside in this main event tonight, folks. Especially coming up against Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, he already holds a victory over. If he can do that again here tonight, it'll certainly cement his place in the WWE title picture. If he can get a win over a former WWE Champion in Seth Rollins, then he'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Well, we are set for action here. There is Finn Balor, there is John Cena. These two will have to be on top of their game tonight. They're really going to have to work as partners if they do want any chance of making it to Night of Champions. But they're going to have to go through this man, Seth Rollins, and his partner Chris Jericho here tonight. Seth Rollins looking focused as ever. He knows what is up for grabs, what is at stake here tonight. If he is to lose this match, then he can very well be pushed to the back of the line for a shot at that WWE Championship. He's going to have to rebuild and reclaim, as his saying goes, to become champion again. But if he gets that 3 count tonight, along with Jericho, he could very well be on his way. He won't have to rebuild, but he could reclaim the championship at Night of Champions. Well, here he is. Y2J Chris Jericho. Losing to Finn Balor last week. I'm sure that's going to take a chunk out of his confidence heading into this main event here tonight. And how kind is Miss McMahon, giving Jericho yet another chance at making it to the main event at Night of Champions. I mean, last week Jericho interrupted Mr. McMahon as he was in the middle of announcing this whole new era within the WWE. He demanded the WWE Championship. Mr. McMahon, of course, declined and gave him a shot at making it to Night of Champions if he was to defeat Finn Balor. Well, we all know that Jericho failed in doing so, but yet here he is again tonight, teaming up with Seth Rollins. And just like Cena and Balor, they're really going to have to work as a team if they want any chance of making it to Night of Champions. Well, Jericho, once again, looks focused, but is he ready? Is that loss against Balor going to have some sort of an effect on his performance here tonight? For Jericho's sake, I hope not. I suppose we're just going to have to wait and find out. The crowd ready. And here we go. There is John Cena. He's going to be starting things off here against Seth Rollins. The referee calling for the bell as this main event is underway. And Cena with a kick to the gut and a DDT to Seth Rollins. What a start for John Cena, the 15-time world champion here in the WWE. He's on his quest to level the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and he can do so by starting here tonight with a win over Rollins and Chris Jericho. But you know, even if Cena and Balor do win here tonight, they've still got that hurdle, that thought at the back of their minds that Brock Lesnar could be added to that match at Night of Champions. I mean, it's a mountain having Brock Lesnar in that match, the Beast incarnate. I'm sure they'll be hoping that Mr. McMahon can choose a worthy opponent for next week for Brock Lesnar. Someone that's not going to back down from a challenge, someone that's going to get in his face. Rollins going for the cover here now on John Cena. 2. Cena kicks out at 2. It's close. Close there as Rollins and Jericho were just a second away of making it to the Night of Champions main event. Rollins sending Cena into his corner, and we're going to see the teamwork come into play here now. Jericho in the ring. Jericho off the ropes. Oh, what a boot to the head of John Cena. That could be it right there. But Jericho decides not to go for the cover as he sends Cena into the corner. And into the opposite corner. What is Jericho doing here now? Oh! Bulldog from Chris Jericho. And look at this. Jericho feeling it. Getting pumped up for this main event. And Chris Jericho. Oh, John Cena. Oh, what a powerbomb. Spine tingling. It's not looking good at the moment for John Cena. Finn Balor watches on, anxious, looking for the tag. And now Jericho out on the apron here. Oh, went for the senton. Now's your chance, Cena. Now's your chance to get the tag. And is it? Yes, he does. In comes Finn Balor. And we saw this. Oh, look at John Cena with a cheap shot to Chris Jericho. Now Finn Balor. He's got Chris Jericho here up high. Oh, sit down powerbomb there. Finn Balor has just seen his teammate John Cena be on the receiving end of one of those powerbombs from Chris Jericho. Now Jericho's receiving one. As Finn Balor looking to pick apart Y2J here. Brings him back to his feet. Look at these strikes from the Demon King. And Balor just dropping Jericho midsection onto his knees. It's enough to knock all the wind out of your lungs. And Jericho finding it difficult to get back to his feet. Finn Balor delivers the DDT. Great bit of improvisation there from Balor. And now he's just clenching hold of Jericho's head. Just pulling onto that jaw and hoping that Jericho was going to maybe quit. Bringing him back to his feet now. Finn Balor taking Jericho back down to the canvas. He's got that arm locked in. The arm bar here. And Jericho somehow turning it around in his favour. Breaking out of it. And hold on a second, Finn Balor. Oh! Jericho, I don't think it realises what he's just been hit by. And now we could be seeing the coup de grace. Balor connects. Going for the cover. We saw this last week. Balor got the 3 count, but Seth Rollins is in. And breaks it up. Just a 2 count there. There's that teamwork coming in. Now and Balor takes down Rollins. He's out of this match now. Finn Balor going back to work on Chris Jericho now, dropping the elbow down on the knee, now onto the chest. And Seth Rollins is back outside on the ring apron, wants the tag. But his teammate, Chris Jericho, taking a lot of punishment here. I mean, just in the matter of a couple of weeks, these lot could be enemies as they fight for that vacant WWE Championship. And now John Cena, who's just been tagged in from BÁLOR. What's he looking for here? The attitude adjustment to Jericho. Connects with it. Got the leg hooked. Looking for the win. And Seth Rollins couldn't make it in. Slick blade from Finn Balor. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is John Cena and Finn Balor that are going to Night of Champions to fight it out for the vacant WWE Championship. There's a handshake there. But the question is, will they be joined at Night of Champions by the Beast, Brock Lesnar? Thanks for joining me, everyone, for Monday Night Raw. Don't forget, SmackDown is up next.